Daedalus and Icarus. Hating the Isle of Crete in the long years of exile, Daedalus was pining for his native land, but seas on every side imprisoned him. Though land and sea, he thought, the king may bar to me, at least the sky is open. Through the sky I'll set my course. Minos may own all else, he does not own the air. So then to unimagined arts he set his mind and altered nature's laws. Row upon row of feathers he arranged, the smallest first, then larger ones, to form a growing graded shape, as rustic pipes rise in a gradual slope of lengthening reeds. Then bound the middle and the base with wax and flaxen threads, and bent them, so arranged, into a gentle curve to imitate wings of a real bird. His boy stood by, young Icarus, who blithely unaware he plays with his own peril, tries to catch feathers that float upon the wandering breeze, or softens with his thumb the yellow wax, and by his laughing mischief interrupts his father's wondrous work. Then, when the last sure touch was given, the craftsman poised himself on his twin wings and hovered in the air. Next he prepared his son. Take care, he said, to fly a middle course, lest if you sink too low the waves may weight your feathers. If too high the heat may burn them. Fly halfway between the two, and do not watch the stars, the Great Bear, or the Wagoner, or Orion, with his drawn sword to steer by. Set your course where I shall lead. He fixed the strange new wings on his son's shoulders and instructed him how he should fly. As he worked and warned, the old man's cheeks were wet, the father's hands trembled. He kissed his son, the last kisses he'd ever give, and rising on his wings he flew ahead, anxious for his son's sake, just like a bird that from its lofty nest launches a tender fledgling in the air. Calling his son to follow, schooling him in that fatal apprenticeship, he flapped his wings and watched the boy flapping behind. An angler fishing with his quivering rod, a lonely shepherd propped upon his crook, a plowman leaning on his plow, looked up and gazed in awe, and thought they must be gods that they could fly. Delos and Paros lay behind them now. Samos, great Juno's isle, was on the left, Lebynthos on the right, and honey-rich Calymne, when the boy began to enjoy his thrilling flight, and left his guide to roam the ranges of the heavens, and soared too high. The scorching sun so close softened the fragrant wax that bound his wings. The wax melted, his waving arms were bare, unfledged, they had no purchase on the air. And calling to his father as he fell, the boy was swallowed in the blue sea's swell, the blue sea that forever bears his name. His wretched father, now no father, cried, "O Icarus, where are you? Icarus, where shall I look, where find you?" On the waves he saw the feathers, then he cursed his skill, and buried his boy's body in a grave, and still that island keeps the name he gave.